So currently, I'm in UAE, Dubai. I work for a shipping and a logistic company. So I was previously in the marketing field. Now I shifted into a logistic just to have know to grow and to have a knowledge about that field also. So I'll take you through you guys on the skills that you need once before, like before you go to an interview, or like how do you prepare yourself for an interview so that you can be in this competitive world. You need to be very well good in these kind of skills and opportunities so that you can grow in this market. So can we go to the first slide, bro? So to me, these are the top 10 skills for the employment opportunity. So let's go break to one by one. So the first one is your communication in terms of written as well as vocal. So English is very important. So it has to be very good in terms of writing and vocal. So you need to be prepared yourself, like how you gonna, like you need to be very confident when you speak. So any courses, anything you can do to improvise your communication is very well and good. So keep reading articles, newses. Best example how I improvise my English knowledge and the skill is like any news read that goes, for example, you watch a news, you get a news feed that goes around, start reading that. That is your initial way that you can start reading it very fast so that your English knowledge improves a lot. And second thing is your teamwork. You should be a team player. So when you go to a work, you need to adapt yourself based on your team. You cannot expect every member in your team to be like how you want. So it is always, you need to be flexible, and you need to be a team player. So only then you can survive in this market. So teamwork is very important. That is one of the best skills that an interviewer or the company that requires from you. Number three can be you need to be a problem solving. So you need to think wisely, think widely, so that you can solve the problems. No no need to be stressed out, or you don't have to think anything big. Be relaxed, cool. You need to be very confident in solving a problem. Not only solving a problem, you also need to make a decision so that this problem is not arising in the future. So then is your leadership skills. This cannot be done overnight, but with your experience and the situation around, you need to be a good leader to, you should make your employees and whoever's around you, make them very confident, or you need to be a leader. So leadership skills is very important. So like you need to assign the work, and you need to delegate the works to your fellow colleagues. If you're a team player, and you're going to be a leader, then this is how it's going to work in your organization. So most important, and when you go for a work, this is the everyone is having is like ability to work under pressure. Without pressure in this current situation, there is nothing. So need to be focused, calm, and you need to be under pressure. You need to work under pressure. So that is very important. That is one of the top skills that you need to improvise yourself. Then confidence is like how you gonna present yourself, how confident you are. So you need to be very confident in whatever you're doing and accepting the thing. Then one good thing is skill that you need to start growing now, is listening and observing. You need to listen and observe the things. Not everything can be written down. Your boss or anybody who tells anything, you need to be focused and listening. So try to get your listening and observation skill, start growing that skill now itself. Then is your negotiation. So when you're going for an interview or in a job, your negotiation skills, like for example, if you want to be in a marketing, your negotiation skills is going to be a key. So you need to negotiate for whatever it is in terms of your price, in terms of, for example, if you're going for an interview, your salary package, there it starts your negotiation skills. How good you're negotiating, how well you're pleasing or your interviewer, is very important. So your negotiation skill is very much important. Then comes your commercial awareness is nothing but if you're trying to get a job in terms of your marketing, how well knowledge you have in the marketing field. Marketing is a vast area. So how good your knowledge is into that. You need to upgrade yourself in terms of whatever the field, in terms of accounts. If you're into an accountant or you want to go in an auditor field, irrespective of the job, you need to be very well into that market, and you should have the current situation and the current news in your fingertips. That will help you to grow. Next slide, please. Next slide, bro. Yeah. So let me go through a few basic things that you need in your resume. So I've made it like do's and don'ts. So let's go with the do's. So first thing is you need to update your resume every time. It is not that I'm going for an interview, I'm going to do it now. No, it doesn't work that way. So if you have done a project, you have done and you've got a certificate that is related to your subject or whatever it is, go there and update your resume. And customize is like you make an, if for example your key skills, your experience, your knowledge remains the same, but that customize, what I'm trying to tell you is be flexible. Make one resume that is flexible with different opportunities. For example, you're going to be a fresher in the market, so you need to be open minded. If you're a dual specialized in HR and a marketing, make a resume, keep it like anything that comes into you, just put that I'm looking for an HR or a marketing job. So that's where I'm mentioning as a customization. But updation is very important. Whatever you do, whatever you have done a course or anything that is related, keep updating your resume. And always keep save a resume and send it in a PDF format. Don't ever send to anyone in a Word format. So always highlight your achievements. Achievements is very important. So whatever you're achieving, as I told you, please keep your resume updated. Whatever you're achieving, keep mentioning it that. Then very important is your key skills out of the box. What are your tech skills? You might be a marketing guy, but you're very good in Excel and PowerPoint. You can be a very good in terms of anything. So those are all your additional points that you need to put it in your resume, which is very, very important. That gives you an additional 1 point or 1 mark, which is the other guy, your competitor who's sitting next to you will not have. So try to highlight those kinds of points. And proofread is like once you completed, try to share your resume with your friends or your teacher or your whoever it is, just to verify any spelling mistake, any grammatical errors should not come. So that will reduce your weightage of your when the HR or the interviewer who reads your resume, if he finds anything wrong in your spelling or a sentence error, makes your resume go weak. Now we will see about the don'ts, which you're not supposed to do in your resume. Never mispresent your education or a job experience. Be true. If you are only 2 years of experience in this field, put the 2 years of experience. Don't try if you're getting an opportunity that you need, they're asking for a 5 years of experience in certain field. Don't update your resume that I have 5 years of experience in this field, which is very wrong. So never do that. And never put reason for leaving a job. Always try to have more of conversation with the HR, which is very good, rather putting everything in a resume. Then never get too personal of your putting your photos, your whatever the personal things needs to be done. Never do that. Uh, then comes your, don't worry about your exact dates that you about your previous companies. Just mention only your the from month and the 2 month or a year would do. You don't have to put the exact dates, like thinking about that how they will think. Like it's okay, you work for 1 year or 11 months, just mention like 11 years of experience or 1 year of experience in the previous company. And the one good thing is never ever use your official phone number or an official email IDs in your resume, which is very bad. Because I'll tell you a perfect example. in my organization, my email ID is copied to my fellow colleagues also. In case if I'm looking for a job and I'm getting a call or an email from the interviewer, then my entire company knows about that. I'm looking for a job while I'm working in a current organization, which is very bad. Then that will lead to a problem. So never give your official phone number or an official email ID in the resume. Always use your personal phone number and your personal email IDs. And past salary experience is one thing you don't have to mention, because salary information, it is all once you go through all the details in your interview. So that is always needs to be discussed on the table and not to put it in the black and white. So always keep your resume in a decent and in a readable format. Do not put a crazy format, like putting a lot of lines, diagrams. Make it your resume very simple so that it looks audible and readable to everyone who's been reading your resume. Next. So the 5 essential grooming tips, which is very important for guys and women. So it is a common thing, but the first, for the men, I would say your facial hair. Before going for an interview, you make sure that you are very well groomed yourself. So that is the first impression. Even before knowing who you are, where you're from, how you present yourself is very important in an interview. The grooming is makes you, it is an additional 1 point that gives you in an interview. So always be professional when you go for an interview. On time is very important. Go there before 10 minutes, 15 minutes, no problem. Have a seat, relax yourself, be prepared for the interviews. First point I would say is your facial hair for men. If you're a beard guy, groom yourself, like proper shaving or trimming or whatever it needs to be done has to be done carefully and neatly done. Or if you're going to be a clean shave guy, it's better to go in a clean shave for an interview. Hairstyling, comb yourself properly, and don't go messy and sit there and do that. Outfit shower is like you have to be like neatly dressed. No, you're going for an interview, not for an audition or something. So always your shirt has to be clean and ironed, welly dressed. A proper tie will look, wearing a tie is really good. So decent pleasant color is good to have go for an interview. Then breath is nothing but, for example, if you're a smoker or anything, do not smoke before you go for an interview. So like bad breath, because you're gonna sit next to an interview, so that thing is very important. Once you're done with an interview, you can do whatever you want, but this is also a key factor which is very important. Then nails, you can say what is to do with the nails, but it is also an important factor, because when you give an handshake to the person, the nail should not hurt the other person, so it has to be cleanly groomed and keep it in shape. So these are all a minute thing you may not think these points are not big, but as a person, when they see you, they all know this as an additional point when you go for an interview. So then I would also like to talk about the business opportunities that is around in UAE now. So as you all aware of the current situation of the COVID, uh, the market is very down. So I would urge every one of you, the budding stars, to groom yourself very well. It is a competitive world. Everyone who's next to you is a competitor. You need to fight with them to get a job here. And it is also in here, all the fresher will also fight with the existing guys who have lost the job, who's an experience in that field. So even in India, I feel it's the same scene there also. So it is better that you always be prepared for everything and don't focus on a particular job for a particular, and be open, and be open for whatever that has been coming around. Attend a lot of interviews. Even I did when I was in India. I used to attend every interview that comes around me. Getting a job or no isn't, it's not anything. Gaining an experience in an interview is very important. because you will come to know what kind of an questions is being thrown over you. So you will get experience how it is happening in each and every organization, from a small company to a big company. Go there, sit for an interview, even if you don't like that job or a company or that particular field of work. Just go sit there, give your resume, attend an interview, gain an experience, what kind of a question is. So next time, first time you will not know the answer. Second time you may know the answers. You never know. You will gain a lot of experience by attending an interview. It doesn't mean that you need to take a job or you will get a job, but attending an interview is also very keen. As a personal, you will gain a lot of experience and knowledge by attending a lot of interviews. So that is one. And in terms of job opportunities in here is a little bit down here. Getting a job in UAE is, it was good when I came here, but now the current market situation is bad. So it is really a tough situation. I think even in India it's the same situation. So it is always good that you need to upgrade yourself on the current market situation, what is happening around you. So keep yourself upgraded. Only then you can survive in this competitive market. And to be honest, shipping and logistic, why? I was an HR marketing student. I joined my career as ma'am told I want to be an HR, which I couldn't get through because of these five essentials grooming, which I think I didn't follow much. So these are very much essentials if you're looking for an HR job. You have to be smart enough in terms of your brain and in terms of your look. And also, if you're looking for a marketing job, your communication skills, your negotiation skills should be very good. You have to be on par because marketing is dealing with customers directly. So you need to be very good in dealing with the customers. So you can say why I took logistic is I just wanted to grow myself in different. I wanted to learn what is happening in shipping and logistic also, which is very new for me. So I'm in this field for last 2 years, and it's a vast area of shipping and logistic. It's like a sea. So I've started this career very new, and I'm still in the learning process, and it is good to learn new things. So be always open, be open-minded to learn new things. So don't say that I'm not into this field. Why should I learn? No, that is a wrong attitude. You need to be open, and you need to be open to learn everything that comes around you, and never say no. Whatever the Once you join the organization, whatever they throw at you, never say no, because you are a fresher, you are in a learning stage. You have to take it in a positive way. Take pressures. You need to work under pressure to experience the knowledge, and you need to gain it. So whatever is being thrown at you, take it in a positive way, sit and learn and work. So never say no to whatever is being thrown at you. So this is my experience and knowledge that I've gained in the last 4 years of experience in UAE. That's it, Priya.
Yes, Shivats.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So participants, Mr. Shivats wanted to make it live. So he wants to go with the Q&A.
Yeah, anybody is willing to ask any questions, please. I'll tell what I know based on my knowledge.
Any questions? So you can just put it in the chat also. Shivats, you can share
Yeah.
some of the challenges you faced. Like, right, you were a student and then when you become a professional, that too in a different market. So you can share some of your challenges.
Challenges is like when you join the job, it is totally new. It is all out of the books. Whatever you read, whatever you wrote in your exams is all knowledge that you gain. But when it comes to a live implementation, it is totally different. You need to know the market conditions because every country, everything is different. So you need to know what is the current situation in the market. You need to be smart enough to analyze what needs to be done. So it is really a challenging. It will be a challenging. You need to ask your seniors, your managers, or whoever it is questions. You need to ask a lot of questions. If you don't ask questions, then you will not learn anything. Then it means you don't want to know about it, or you know everything about it. It is very well known that you don't know anything about the market. So start ask questions to everyone, your professors, your managers, your seniors. Without questions, you cannot grow. You need to ask a lot of questions. Only then you can learn a lot of things.
So, but they have a hesitant to ask those questions. Even now, you could feel how do they overcome that particular hesitancy?
It is self-motivated, man. As I said, like you need to see, there's no harm in asking. No one is gonna, no one is gonna hurt you or kill you or anything. It's like a question. It's whatever it is there, nobody's gonna hurt you. It can be a right, can not be a wrong. The person can answer or not, but throwing a question will not harm anybody. Even now, whatever I know, whatever I'm gonna, in my experience, I'm sharing it. But you need to ask questions, whatever it is, in irrespective of whatever the seminars that you're attending. You need to ask questions. Only then you know. See, for example, if you don't, you're listening anything new, if you don't ask questions, which means you're greater than the person who's already been speaking, which is, it is not that thing. There will be a question, so don't try to overcome the fear of asking questions. So it is very important that you overcome that fear. I would say it is a fear, so you need to overcome. So nobody can tell, it is on yourself. You need to overcome on your own. Only then you can grow.
Hesitation. Yeah, you mean.
Hesitation is there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly. Okay, not now, but you have to overcome it to survive. It is very important that you do that.
Okay. So they wanted to know, like, as a fresher,
Mhm.
how do they get job in shipping? Is there or any
Um,
possibilities?
Shipping, as I said, ma'am, it was for me. I got into by, like, I was just randomly checking online for a job opportunity. It was not that I wanted to go into a shipping. I was just looking for a logistic job. But I'm into a shipping. It's not a proper logistic. I'm into a shipping. So my company is shipping and logistic, but I'm into a shipping field. So basically, about my work profile is we own vessels. So fleet of vessels we own. So we load containers to different parts of the world. So basically, we are just taking containers from a customer. We are loading in our ships and we are delivering to the end person. That is how we are doing it. So, for example, for the job opportunities, you say, you can just apply. And I would like to also tell you that be updated in LinkedIn profile. So it is very important that you are updated in LinkedIn profile. Keep updating. Even if you're a student, that's not a problem. You might get an opportunity to do a project. Your final year project you might get. Not, a lot of companies are offering that also, which after you do a good job, they may take you into their company. So always update your LinkedIn profile. Keep it updated. Follow the HR, what kind of a job you're searching, what of a company you're choosing. Follow them. Keep in touch with the HRs who's working in that company. You get a lot of opportunities. They're looking for a job or for a project. So be updated in LinkedIn profile, which is very important. Have a lot of communication with many people. Just say a hi to big people like CEOs or everybody in that company also looking for a job, looking for a project. You will get. So LinkedIn is one good platform where you can find a good job opportunities.
So, any other questions? Fear of hesitation.
They will all come up. It's all that.
Okay. Any online course? They want to know whether the online course
As I
for.
said, like online courses, like you need to be logged in with a certain shipping companies. For example, if you're looking for a mainline companies, like a big companies, you need to register yourself with the company in carriers. And there are a lot of in Zoom only, there are a lot of companies you need to, but those are all like few I know which is paid actually. I can one of my friend was doing that. It's a paid, but you need to be in that company. You need to log in and register yourself so that they give you courses. And in terms of online courses, I'm not much aware of the in terms of shipping, how it works and stuff. Because shipping, what I'm in the field is a different. We don't have much of into the online courses in terms of experience.
Yes.
But if you're into a container business, then they have a lot of online courses because they are most widely experienced into a lot of countries. So to know about the countries in and out of the cargoes and goods, the containers business people will have. So in terms of that, you can just sort out the companies into a container business, go into their website to have a knowledge. So that is how you can learn about the once reading about the company profile, you will come to know who's the best in the business, who's doing good in the market.
That's true. Even I would like to add a point. Like we had a session on logistics with a
Uh-huh.
person who has 40 years of experience. He
Hmm.
said, with respect to shipping and logistics, there is no online course,
Yes,
because
no.
he said that, as what you said, there are no online courses. Only by joining a particular institute or working, you could
Yes,
learn shipping and logistics, because
logistic.
it cannot be what is taught in some virtual environment. Am I right?
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly, ma'am. You cannot learn overnight in 1 hour of course or a 2 hours course. Shipping is not like that. It's like a vast. Vast means vast. Every
Yeah.
country is having a different procedure. Every country is in a different field. So it's like you need to learn on a daily basis. It cannot happen overnight. It
Overnight. Yeah.
still, as I told, it is as in 40 years of experience. I can say he's telling that he's more experienced than me. I'm like 2 years of experience in this field. With that I'm saying, but 40 years also, even he'll be learning
Yeah,
everything
that's true. That's
as
what
an
he
is
said.
it's a yes, everything they'll be learning in a daily purpose.
Okay, thank you. And there is a question,
Uh-huh.
interesting question. How do you improve branding for an individual?
Branding for an individual, good question actually. So that's what I, as I said, how did I brand myself? You need to be very competitive. The person, for example, you're going for an interview with your friend, the person with you whom you're going is a competitor for you. So how good you're speaking, it is like you have to sell yourself in the market. It's as simple as that. You're a brand when you go to a company. Think in that way. You need to sell yourself into the company. So what are the ways? What is your advantage? You do your SWOT analysis. What is your strength? What is your weakness? Where and all you need to improve yourself. Do yours on yourself a SWOT analysis and try to improve your weakness. That is how you can be. You need to improve yourself. That is the only way. You need to understand your own, and you have to grow in that way.
Okay. And then question from Manas, that
Uh,
any algorithm in LinkedIn that we have to understand and move forward to grow. There is any
uh,
nuances? I think he means that.
No, it's
In,
simple. When you have to just create your own profile, your experience, your photos, your good photos. Huh? LinkedIn should not have your like WhatsApp photos. Have a decent photo with a blazer or whatever. Have a decent photo. That platform is only knowledge sharing for your work experience, your knowledge gaining experience. So no, like your WhatsApp or a Facebook forwarders will work in that. It's all job related, your experience related. So if you are looking for a marketing job or an HR job, list down the companies that you wanted. If you have a dream company to work on it, for example, I'll say my dream company was Nestle in marketing, which I couldn't do it for sure. But I'm still looking for an opportunity. If here and there, if I get, I might go into that. So start following all the companies that you're looking for a job. So go just follow, and you will come to once you follow one person, the company related in that field will start jotting it down. So you can keep start following that. So that is how you can know about what is happening in that company. The company will post an ad saying we're looking for this opportunity, we're looking for this much of experience in the field. So be active in LinkedIn also, like how you are active in your Facebook and Insta. Be active in your this LinkedIn also, which is very important. You will get an opportunity. I've heard one of my colleague from India, he got an opportunity in Del Monte in UAE. He was in Chennai. Then he same LinkedIn. He was the one who guided me to be in LinkedIn. So that is how I knew it. So he told me keep updating in your LinkedIn. So he got to place in Del Monte UAE. Del Monte is, I think you will be aware of Del Monte company. So he got placed in that from Chennai, and he was a procurement. He joined as a procurement. Then he's now is a procurement manager in Del Monte in UAE.
And there is a question from Gayatri that, with respect to specialization. So,
Okay.
what she has a question that if we choose marketing as an elective
Hmm.
and it becomes difficult for us to shift to operation. So, how did you overcome that?
Okay. See, I started my career as a marketing guy. Marketing is not like you go door to door and sell products. Okay. Marketing, what I did was not there. I was doing a branding. My job responsibility was what are the ways that I can do to make my product sell in the market. So I'm not going directly to the customers. I was into directly to the shopkeepers and the owners to branding. So you need to think a lot of out of the box. So that is how I started. And as in saying, like in operations, as I told you, I took a risk of myself. I would have lost my job also. That's why they hired me as a management trainee. As a fresher, they hired me. Then I was into 1 year of observation. So I learned everything from the scratch, what my business is doing. So I'm handling operations. I was handling operations. Then I was in commercial. I was doing commercial for 1 year. Then I've moved into pricing. So I was doing operations initially for five to 6 months. Then I said I wanted to take another advantage. I wanted to move to other department. Then they pushed me into commercial. I was handling with customers. Then I said, okay, commercial is over. I want to learn more. Then I moved into pricing now. So it's like I have gained a little bit. I cannot say I'm a pro in it, but I have the basic knowledge of operations, commercial, and as well as pricing. So you need to be open. You should accept whatever is happening. Don't That's what, as I said, don't say no what has been thrown at you. The opportunity knocks the door only once. Try to grab it. You say no, then regretting in the future will not work. So whatever has been thrown at you, say yes and take it, because this is the young age where you can take a lot of pressure. You can handle the pressure. This is the age where you can learn a lot. Put yourself in that thing and start learning. As my boss used to say, there is no weekends, there is no night, there is no day. Learn, learn, learn. That will make you grow. So that is what I'm also telling you. It may sound odd, but that is the truth. You need to be always open to accept the challenges. So that is where you will grow in your life.
And then there is a question from Isha. So
Mhm.
the question is like, how do you overcome the tag of fresher? Because whenever you apply for a job, either it's a marketing or finance, you
Mhm.
get a tag that you are a fresher and fresher is not eligible. So how do you sell yourself? That is, how do you overcome that fresher tag?
Okay. So even though you're fresher, that's what I say. You need to convince the guy that you are eligible, even though you're fresher, you're capable of taking the job. That is how you need to market yourself. That is what I'm saying. So basically, your interpretation skills, you need to all your skills has to be on level. You have to, if possible, do the some courses which is related to your field in terms of marketing. Anything is there, just go online instead of browsing. Just go browse just to increase your knowledge in marketing. What should I do? Can I do any project? Do your project very well. When you select a project, try to get into that same company when you do the project. So that is how you can do it. And what do you call have your skills. Like you need to talk. See, if you are in a marketing, you have to talk. You need to sell yourself. You have to make sure that the guy is very okay with you, that you are eligible to do that. So till then don't leave this guy. Keep on talking, sell yourself to the core there, where he is very pleased to take you on board. So your communication skill is what, and the way you talk. Put it in a simple way. Don't complicate the words that you speak. Very simple words that has been explained very easily, and don't complicate yourself. So be confident. Your gesture and the posture is very important. So sell yourself, start selling yourself in the market so that there is no hassle in the future.
And then she was like,
Yeah.
like there is one question,
Hmm.
like like you were also like one of the students, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have moved from a student to a like you have become a corporate employee, right?
Hmm.
So there
Yeah.
are so many challenges to make you stand apart from the crowd. So
Hmm.
how do you go for this transformation
Uh, that's
from
what,
a
ma'am. Mhm.
yeah, no, from
Yes,
a street boy to a corporate boy?
it's
So
an
that is a
hard work,
big.
man. That is hard work.
Okay.
Like you, as I said, you have to be smart in this market. As I told, wherever you go for an interview, you see three, four people. You need to make sure that these guys are all your competitors in the market. You have to talk out of the box or into the box. However you talk is like make sure that you please the thing. You have to know the knowledge. You have to know, you have to be on point what is happening in the current market. For example, you're going for a hello.
Yeah, it's muted. Someone has
Okay,
unmuted.
sorry. So you have, for example, you're going for an FMCG company for an interview. Just for an example, I'm just throwing you. I'll tell you, best example is my when I got my first job. I went for a marketing job. So there was a general manager who was like 60 years old. He took an interview of me. So he was asking me questions. So I was throwing whatever was on the books. So he said, very good, you're into the books. I can understand. Now I give you a pen. You need to sell this in the market. So that is the challenge that he gave me. So he told me, how will you sell this pen in the market? So then I explained, how do I sell it? How do I explain everything from the process? So I made him convince. So that is how I got my first job. So that's how I presented myself. So you need to be your base of what the interview you're going or the field that you're going has to be very strong. Your base has to be very strong so that it is very good. Your base has to be very strong. That is the only way you can sell yourself in the market. Subject wise, and you have to be very strong, and knowledge wise also you have to be strong to sell yourself in the market.
You did an ads app, right? It was
Sorry,
like
no?
ads app. So they said
Ah,
it
yeah,
was like
four
ads
P's,
app.
seven P's. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So as I also wanted to tell you, whatever Priya ma'am knows, me and my fellow friend, we used to go for paper presentation. That is the one way to speak out in audience. That is very well improvise my knowledge and speaking skills, because I used to go to a lot of colleges. Priya ma'am and Binu ma'am used to send us, and we also won, I think, two three prizes also. So you go there, take a topic, start talking, good or bad, you win or you don't win, that's a different story. But standing in front of different audience, same like in MBA students, that is where you start to gain your knowledge. So when you start talking, you will know, you will not be feared. Maybe first day you will be first presentation, maybe you will have that fear. Once you start talking, you will not feel the fear. So the best thing is start talking in front of your friends, taking a topic and start in front of your friends. I know how it will happen after you finish the talk, but no, to grow in the market, you need that thing to happen. So start talking in front of your friends or teachers, or go out for a symposiums and stuff. Put a presentation, start talking. That adds up is what we gain a lot of knowledge. And the one way going out of the college and you get a lot of friends, get the contacts, you can have a lot of interviews. That's how I went to a lot of interviews. Wherever I go, I catch a friend, I get a number. So I share, bro, any interviews, please ping me up. We go for interview. I used to go a lot of interviews just to gain knowledge. So go, that is how you can start talking in the market. Then that is how you can overcome your fears.
Okay. Yeah. Nice answer, Shivats. And
Yeah.
then there is a question from Vidya. She wants to know, like, how do you see women in logistics field from your experience,
uh
like in your
See,
corporate world?
in our side, we do have women who's working. They're all not a shipping background, to be honest. Only in operations, they take experience in or MBA in logistic or MBA in shipping only for operations because they are into technical. Wherein in terms of your pricing and terms of commercial, only thing is you should know commercial knowledge and pricing knowledge. You should be in account. You should have had the accounts background. And for marketing and commercial, same like what you're studying as a marketing and a little bit of experience in commercial. So you don't. I do have my boss is my manager is a lady, and my reporting is also a lady. So they are women's. Only thing is you should have a knowledge and ready to take up challenge, saying that shipping is not my field, or logistics is not my field, or HR is not my field. Marketing is what you do everywhere. For example, commercial marketing. In terms of FMCG, you're going to sell a product. Where I'm going to sell is a space. In shipping, I'm going to sell space. So whatever commercial thing you're going to sell something, you're going to please your customer. So that word remains the same. Only thing your product and the person changes. So it's the same. So you have to very well be open to challenges. That is the only thing. So women's are also there. You have an opportunity. Only thing is gain your knowledge and your that is the only thing. Gain your knowledge is what I can tell you.
So, there is a question from Shreya. It's similar to what you have said. So,
Yeah.
what are the things to learn? You said gaining a knowledge.
Yeah.
Gaining knowledge on what? Like, what are the things to learn to enter into logistics and supply? Like, people there are expertised in what?
Ma'am, see, for example, I will say my fellow colleagues, I would say nobody has done, and no one is from shipping and logistics. They have not studied any course in shipping and logistics. So they've all have an experience in commercial. So as I said, they came here as a fresher. They started gaining the knowledge here. So that's why I'm telling you, it's like if your core is strong in commercial, your core is strong in your finance, your core is strong in HR. It's not about you need to see, for example, you are in HR. You don't have to study anything new to go into a shipping and logistic as an HR. HR work is the same everywhere. So where you gonna go land, you should know. You should start knowing and ready to adapt the business. You should know what is happening in the business. So that is the only thing. So as I said, the bottom line is all same. You need to start learning once you pitch into the market or into the business what you're doing. The base is all same.
Okay, and surviving in your foreign land is very difficult. Am I right? Because you have
Uh,
a heavy competition and your job security is at risk.
yes, ma'am.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, so learning languages, you have to be very, it is always good. See, once you move out of Chennai, or it's all English and Hindi. If you ask me, do I know Hindi? No, I can understand, I can write and read Hindi, but I cannot speak back in Hindi, which is also a drawback for me. I'm trying my level best to communicate, which is chaos. So I would urge every one of you, if possible, learn a language. It is always an additional, and I'm surviving with English. So I'm surviving with English. I know a little bit of Malayalam. So after coming here, I started learning that also because most of here are Malayalis. Then, so your English skills has to be very good. So here, everyone once you come out of India, English is a common language. So start speaking English. So it will help you a lot. And as you say, here the market is very competitive. In India, you will be competing only with Indians, whereas in here, you will be competing with other nationalities also. Here, you have a lot of nationalities. So your basic has to be strong. Whatever the courses you're doing, it is very strong. So that is how, if any job related courses is there, try to find out from internet. There are a lot of online courses. I feel it is there, which I'm not much of updated as of now. So just Google it. Now you're in lockdown, you're at home. I know there's a lot of time which is going. Go online, search anything related job, anything I can do it to increase my personal skills, interpretation skills, because you have to sell in the market. So just Google it. You're Googling it everywhere. And everyone is having internet nowadays. So try to Google things and, start making yourself, good in the market. That's how you can sell yourself.
Okay. So, any questions participants, we give you a minute of time. Okay, thank you. So, any other questions?
So are they going for this paper presentation still now? Huh? I mean, students are still in that thing.
Yeah, they
Okay,
do.
they do. Okay.
Okay. So I think there are no further questions. They say thank you for informative session and oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have okay. So finally, you have anything to wind up, Shivats, in your talk, that what you wish to
Um,
tell them?
I like see that as I told you earlier. Be very well knowledge what is happening in and around your job related. I'm saying so. Be very well. Read a lot of news articles. You know. So in an interview, they don't ask you about only what you're doing. What is that? So it is always know that you know about the world, what is happening in and around. So start debating yourself. So it is all an advantage for you. Keep updated. You have to keep yourself updated. So if you don't know anything in an interview, it's one of the tip that I got it. So if you don't know anything, what the question is being asked to you, don't hesitate to say I don't know. So instead of telling a wrong answer and making yourself making yourself bad in that situation, tell say I don't know, maybe I will check it and I'll come back. So that is how every interview is a learning for you, and you will be learning everything. I mean, whatever is being thrown at you, you don't know in the first interview. That's what I told. So it is a learning process. Keep learning whatever is it. Keep updated yourself in terms of marketing. Keep If you're looking for marketing, go for the marketing companies that is in and around. Start learning about the company. What are they into? Why are like this? Why this company is like this? Start learning about the company. If you're into HR, do the research on HR. So research and development is always good. So keep updated yourself. And this is the best time for you guys. You have this opportunity staying at home for last 2 months, 2.5 months. So this is the best time to Google it and start learning this.
So thank you, Shivats. They want your LinkedIn ID. So can you share it so people
Yeah,
might connect with you?
sure. In this chat, I need to. It's my full name actually. It's Srivats Venkat, I think. So let me check. Uh, do I need to put it in the chat or was it?
Yeah, you can put it on the chat. Whoever needs it, they can connect with you.
Okay, where do I need to type it?
It's in the chat.
Yeah, that's my idea. So it's very easy to find my name. So it's a very competitive name, so it's very easy
Okay.
to find in anything.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Malarmati has said it has been an eye opener.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
it's
So
all in the students' hand, like how they're gonna expose themselves in the market. So they have to be open in the market, ready to take whatever the challenges that is around. So be open to everything. That is the only thing I can say.
very nice thing. Nice note you have ended. Be open to everything, and you have
Everything.
listed on. Yeah, you have added so many points. Like you need to be flexible and never be rigid on like one particular domain. And you have given a very valid point to them, stating that they have to take any options whichever comes to them. Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
and it is not like we have to confine ourselves to one particular elective. So if the elective is so, it is not that they have to confine, and you need to be you need to improve your communication, and you have said lot of points. So it was all it is a very valuable and much needed points for all the students and faculty, because through faculty it can pass through students. So
Students, yes, sir.
yes. So thank
Flexible
you.
is what every company is requesting. So you might be, if you are very flexible in future, you can, they may transfer you to any other destination. If you're working in an international or multinational company, you're very flexible to work. It is an added advantage, so that they may transfer you to any other country where, okay, this guy is very flexible, he can adapt to any situation. So they might transfer you to any other country where the same companies have been operating also. So it is always an advantage. So the company should, anything issues, anything is there, okay, they make sure that they tell your name, okay, he's there to take care of it, he knows what to do it. So that is how you have to, grow in the company. So anything is there, okay, he or she is there to take over, so we don't have to worry, they will take care. So that is how your manager has to have a belief on you. So that is how you can, grow to the next level.
Okay. So fine. Okay, Shivat, your LinkedIn ID is not visible. Can you tell me? I'll type it.
It's Srivat Venkat.
SRI?
VA. Shall I type it again?
No, no, no problem. You spell it out. SRIVA
TS
TS.
Venkat. VENKAT.
Usually, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
fine. Okay. So fine. Okay, I think participants can connect with you through LinkedIn because few of them have
Yeah, I
questions.
already got
They,
it.
yeah.
Somebody already connected. Yeah,
Oh, great, great. Good,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay. And they have questions related to digital marketing also. And so I think they
Mhm.
can put it in your chat. No, you can answer them later.
Yeah, yeah, sure, ma'am. Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Shivats, so
Thank
thank
you,
you so much
Anjali.
for the time. And, very proud to see you, like how you have grown up to this level. And it is very nice of you, even in the midst of your lockdown tension, because I heard you were working lot. So, in the
Yes,
midst of,
yes. No, we
so,
started working from office also. Like only
okay,
30% is being allowed to go to office. So
okay.
like now 2 days work, 2 days in office, and the rest of the 3 days work from home. So it's like
Okay.
they have made a timetable. So only 30% is allowed. As per the government policy, 30% is allowed to work in office,
Okay.
and rest has to be at home.
Okay. So you manage your time for this session. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so
anyway,
much. And today's a holiday. It's a
it's
holiday
weekend.
for you.
It's a weekend for me, man. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much, sir.
And be safe.
Sure. Thanks for the time, and be safe. And as I told, keep yourself updated. The market is very tough, as in my personal knowledge, I'm saying. So all the best for the future entrepreneurs, as PM always says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.